sensitive ass that just came out of this little, I don't know where they come from, but niggas be getting wild emotional. Niggas be turning into big super just be trying to have fun.
If Busta ever try to front me, hit you with no delay, so what you saying, yo? Should have with that 9 million, but the devil, yo. Yeah, I do his better than him. He better not play with me. I will and perform Busta Rhymes show.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now.
I'm walking through the crowd and somebody grabs my hand. Just softly put their hand in my hand and just hold it. So I look, and I see this big chain that said flip mode. I look up and it's Busta Rhymes.
I'm not gonna say it on here. They call them fun boys. They'll say we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us.
Busta Rhymes is reportedly furious, allegedly threatening 50 Cent over some revealing footage set to be featured in 50's upcoming documentary on Diddy. For years, 50 has been gathering evidence related to Diddy and his notorious gatherings. But what has Busta particularly on edge is speculation that there's actual footage placing him at the center of the action. That's just the beginning. A few months ago, Busta's former bodyguard, Big Homie CC, publicly alleged that Busta has had a long-standing interest in young men, a fact that was reportedly common knowledge in the club scene. According to Big Homie, club promoters made arrangements to ensure Busta was entertained whenever he arrived, specifically lining up young men for his VIP section. Now, it appears 50 Cent may have concrete proof to back up these claims. Sources suggest that a recorded party scene shows Busta and Diddy engaged in intimate activities with multiple men, some of whom are believed to be former employees hired by Diddy. But that's not all. Several individuals have come forward with allegations that Busta made inappropriate advances toward them. These men claim that whenever they encountered Busta, he persistently attempted to get them to join him for private parties in a manner similar to Diddy's infamous gatherings. At this point, it seems Busta may be on the verge of a major public scandal. With 50 Cent spearheading this Netflix documentary, any threats from Busta are unlikely to deter the project. If anything, his response may only increase his presence in the film. The bigger question remains, why is Busta suddenly panicking? And what exactly does 50 have on him that has him so unsettled?
I got to ask you, there has been so much going on in the music industry pertaining to Diddy. How closely are you paying attention to his case, the allegations?
I don't pay attention to none of it. I just kind of like to pay attention to the truth.
Amid all the controversy, it was only a matter of time before 50 Cent weighed in. Before taking the stage with Busta at the Humor and Harmony Comedy Fest, 50 joked that Busta might show up in something as outrageous as the infamous yellow outfit he wore to the 1999 MTV VMAs. He even posted a throwback photo of Busta in the bold ensemble, captioning it, "Busta cannot wear this to Humor and Harmony. I don't care who made it, you've got to come with something fresh for Shreveport lol." Busta, however, fired back, sharing an AI-generated image of 50 Cent with the caption, "I keep telling y'all, the blessings don't stop, so we ain't ever going to stop." He went on to joke, "I thought it was Father's Day, 50, and you out here looking like this? Don't let me find out this is how you prepare your look for Shreveport." Initially, it seemed like playful banter between the two, but sources now claim that 50 was being entirely serious. Allegedly, he possesses explosive footage of Busta with Diddy. But before diving into that, there's more to address, specifically the allegations about Busta's VIP parties. Busta's former bodyguard, Big Homie CC, recently appeared on The Art of Dialogue, where he directly labeled Busta a super zest monster. He claimed that for years, Busta's behavior around young men had raised questions. According to Big Homie, this was an open secret within the industry, particularly among club promoters. Allegedly, whenever Busta was booked for an event, promoters were aware that his VIP section needed to be well stocked with specific entertainment.
Seen you talking about Busta Rhymes before.
Oh yeah.
In some of your videos.
Oh yeah. Super zest monster. For sure, bro. That's my thing, bro. Like, this been common knowledge though. Like, all my promoter homies would always say, man, you know, we gotta bring some we gotta bring some, what they call them, I'm not gonna say it over here. They call them fun boys. They'll say, we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Cause you know, I bodyguarded for Ghostface before, you feel me? And being around him, you hear things, you feel me? I'm like, damn. And my auntie like the biggest Busta Rhymes fan, you feel me? Like every cookout she playing it, all his little fast rapping, all of that, him and Craig Mack playing that.
Big Homie also recounted an incident involving actor and model Don Benjamin and one of his friends, a gay man. According to his account, the moment Busta noticed this individual in the club, he wasted no time pulling him into his VIP section, and once inside, he wasn't letting him leave. Big Homie claimed that Busta remained close to this man throughout the night, ensuring he stayed by his side. Reportedly, this was far from a one-time occurrence. Club promoters were allegedly well aware of Busta's preferences and routinely arranged for certain individuals to be present in his VIP area.
Bro, on my soul, I'm out with a group of people. At this time, I was with Don Benjamin. You familiar with him?
No, never heard of him.
Model dude, like a model guy. He be doing like some rapping and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin, and the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was a little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, you know, he was a gay dude, super cool, tell me good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. But I know he was in the little group. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. No, he stayed with them. He stayed in there with them, bro. For sure, bro. You ain't never heard about this before, have you? Bro, this common knowledge, bro. Like, if you in the mix, bro. If you in the mix, like I've been in the mix, you know that.
According to Big Homie, Busta was fixated on the man that evening, repeatedly complimenting his appearance. Once inside VIP, there was no leaving.
So, I hear somebody say, oh, he's cute, I want him. So when I heard that, I turned around, like, man, did he just say that? Man, you got all this jewelry to attract some men in here? You wild. Shocked me. But sure enough.
And that was the guy that Busta Rhymes pulled back?
Pulled him into the section. Pulled him into the section, and then they walled him off like this man. I'm like, damn. And that little dude was so happy, he couldn't believe that. He was.
This is where things get even more intriguing. According to Big Homie, the entertainment industry has been aware of Busta's alleged preferences for over a decade. When asked why this information had never been made public, Big Homie responded, simply, everybody wants to be in that VIP section with Busta. However, Big Homie also dropped another significant claim, one that hasn't received nearly as much attention. He alleged that Busta has a history of aggressive behavior toward women and suggested that this may stem from deeper personal struggles. According to him, as with many men who conceal certain aspects of their identity, Busta might be harboring resentment toward women.
I'm walking, New York City, going to a club. It was Halloween weekend, everybody was out. And it was this party we was going to, me, my boy, and his friend that had came in from Detroit. And I'm walking across the street and Busta Rhymes just grabbed my hand. And he holding my hand. Now I ain't know it was Busta at first. Busta Rhymes tall. I'm sure I came up to about right here. So the first thing I noticed was this big flip mode chain that was blinding me. So I look at the chain and I look up, I'm like, oh, what's up, Busta? What's up? Now he holding my hand the whole time. I'm like, what's up, man? Like, what you doing? And I was like, oh, me and my people, we about to go to this club around the corner. What's up, man? You know, and then I noticed throughout my peripheral vision, the side eye, this big bodyguard in black. Just standing there, you know, looking around, you know, looked at me, you know, still looking around. Meanwhile, Busta still got my hand in his hand.
For those who assume this is just one former employee seeking attention, think again. A growing number of individuals have stepped forward, each sharing their own accounts. Back in 2020, social media personality Trip Ali uploaded a video to YouTube, claiming that Busta attempted to pick him up while he was walking through New York City on his way to a Halloween party.
How long has it been like this known about Busta Rhymes?
Well, I knew about this like in 2012. I knew about this in 2012.
How come you think nobody else speaks up on it or says anything?
Because, bro, these people admire these people so much. They want to make sure they in the section, they at the club, they at the video shoot, they can get backstage. That matters most to them. That matters so much to people. It's crazy, like. But if you notice, like, there's countless videos of Busta Rhymes getting mad at females for just being girls. This girl touched him one time, he go crazy, throw a drink on her and everything. See what I'm saying? Like, what? Why you getting mad at females? You go to these guys, they in the club, go to their section. It's all men in the section. That ain't weird to nobody. I'm going to the bar, sorry. Text me if it get dangerous. But there's all this club security in here, like nothing's finna happen. Nobody wanna you guys, bro. Like, when I get jobs from people who really got a threat on their life, I move way different. But man, you ask, bro, anybody that's in the mix, bro, like you know, bro. Most of these dudes, bro, putting on a major act. They don't wanna be themselves.
It's crazy.
They'll get mad at you for buying bottles of champagne to get a girl. They'll get mad, oh, we don't want these bottle rats in our section. What are we here for? Why are y'all here then? What are y'all here for? Just because y'all got booked to be here, okay, but sometimes they not booked. They just in there. So and what they looking for, it ain't gonna be what you thinking of, on God.
Trip recounted that Busta personally invited him to the VIP section, and at first, he assumed it was a standard club interaction. However, things quickly took an unexpected turn.
He says, you know, I'm about to go in this club. You know, we got a section. You know, you can come in with me if you want. And I'm like, word, for real? Like, that's what's up. Like, he was like, yeah. I was like, well, I gotta, you know, tell my people. I was like, I come in, you know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, just let me know, you know, tell them that you coming in there to meet with me and come on up. And I was like, bet. So, of course I'm excited, you know what I'm saying? Busta Rhymes is one of my favorite artists of all.
Things took an unexpected turn when Trip got into a heated argument with his friend, who wasn't keen on heading to Busta's party. The situation escalated into a full-blown fight, leaving Trip so rattled that he abandoned his plans for the club. To make matters worse, his friend stormed off, leaving him stranded in the middle of New York City. However, in hindsight, this may have been a blessing in disguise. Who knows what could have happened had he made it to Busta's VIP section. Fast forward to 2021, and rumors began circulating again, suggesting Busta was back outside, allegedly pursuing men. Adding to the speculation, paparazzi reportedly caught him leaving a pride event with a trans woman. But the controversy didn't stop there. More recently, Orlando Brown shook the internet once again, claiming he had been intimate with multiple industry men, not just Diddy, but also Busta and several others.
We made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you seen Busta in the airport too. That motherfucker tried to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
What's that name? Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Terrence
Howard. Usher. Usher's a gusher. And
Why you not naming
It's my dad's friends. My dad sent his baddest friends on me.
Who's your dad?
Lucifer.
Many people tend not to take Orlando's statements too seriously, especially when he goes on his infamous rants. However, if you pay close attention to some of his more recent interviews where he appears far more coherent, you might start to notice that he's making a lot more sense than before.
A documentary comes out called Quiet on Set.
I never had to work for Nickelodeon. I work for Disney. We don't do those things.
Oh man, not the exhale.
Well, shout out to Nick Cannon. I won't do his money like that. What I will do is I'll say that the owner of Nickelodeon is Jeffrey Epstein. The guy that they've been trying to follow. And okay, now look at the characteristics of everything they said, and then look at everything that he did. I'm not gonna do that to Nick's money though. That's my brother. Like, I'm not doing that to Tito.
Speculation about Busta's private life is one thing, but what really needs to be addressed is his troubling history of physical altercations. Similar to Diddy, Busta has been involved in multiple incidents where he allegedly put his hands on people over trivial matters. His legal troubles date back to 2006 when prosecutors attempted to charge him with weapons possession following an altercation with a passerby. According to Billboard, authorities claim Busta had a machete stashed in his car. Then, in 2007, he found himself in trouble again, this time arrested on a misdemeanor charge for allegedly assaulting his former driver over a financial dispute. He ultimately pleaded guilty to both charges, resulting in 3 years of probation. But the incidents didn't stop there. In 2009, the New York Post reported that Busta had to pay $75,000 to a fan who claimed the rapper threw water bottles at him and had his bodyguard physically assault him. The fan stated that he had attended Busta's show, hoping to see Fabulous perform, but when Fab didn't show up, he decided to leave before the set ended. Allegedly, this triggered Busta, who reportedly shouted, "Get down, I'm not good enough for you," before throwing additional water bottles and ordering his bodyguard to attack the fan. Given Busta's notorious temper, it's no surprise that he and Diddy have been close since the 90s. But beyond their shared history of aggressive outbursts, there are allegations suggesting they may have something else in common, a preference for significantly younger men. And let's be honest, Busta's response to the Diddy scandal has been raising a lot of eyebrows. When the first allegations against Diddy surfaced, Busta was quick to urge fans to reserve judgment.
Busta, I got to ask you, there has been so much going on in the music industry pertaining to Diddy. How closely are you paying attention to his case, the allegations?
I don't pay attention to none of it. I just kind of like to pay attention to the truth. I don't really like to speak on situations that I'm not well versed in, and that's not really my situation. You know what I'm saying? But I wish the best for everyone involved. God bless everyone involved. And, you know, I think that we should all kind of be a little more mindful of how much we speak on other things when it's as sensitive as this. People don't keep in mind the effect of what their opinion can have. And I think it's really, really important that we reserve our opinions until we understand what the undisputed truth is.
Have you had the chance to speak to Diddy?
I spoke to him a few times before, like, it got a little out of control. A lot of the times when people are going through things, you gotta respect the space and the privacy that they need to process how they're gonna deal with the things that they're going through. I just wanna see the right end result for everyone.
Now, why would someone feel the need to make that statement unless they were subtly defending Diddy? When serious allegations involving multiple alleged victims, including young ones, come to light, telling people to mind their business only makes you look more suspicious. But now that the Diddy scandal has fully erupted with federal raids, multiple lawsuits, and an official indictment, Busta is suddenly distancing himself, acting as if he never had any close TIs with Diddy. He may be avoiding questions now, but he won't be able to dodge this forever. Rumors are swirling that 50 Cent's upcoming Diddy documentary is about to expose several names, including Busta Rhymes. And if there's one thing we know about 50 Cent, it's that he never lets things slide. Unlike many in the industry, he refused to party with Diddy early on, recognizing the questionable dealings behind closed doors.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know
He did it.
You've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now. And then no one was, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
but I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated.
But was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what was going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. You go to the 90s and Keefy D said he paid him to Tupac.
Yeah.
It's a little, like, you get the craziest accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries, they went to Tubi, but the series is saying the downfall.
But see, 50 Cent has always been a calculated strategist. Just because he stayed out of the scene doesn't mean he wasn't observing closely. You can bet he was taking mental notes on every artist who accepted Diddy's invitations. Now, the time has come for him to bring everything to light. Sources indicate that 50's upcoming documentary on Diddy is set to be the industry's biggest revelation, with no one off limits. For years, whispers have circulated about certain rappers allegedly engaging in questionable activities with Diddy, and according to insiders, Busta Rhymes' name is on that list, although the documentary's official release date hasn't been announced. We do know that it is being produced by G-Unit Films and Television Inc. and is slated for Netflix. Additionally, it is being directed by Emmy-winning filmmaker and executive producer Alex Stapleton, ensuring a high-quality, no-nonsense approach to the storytelling. And here's where things get even more interesting. Busta seems to be well aware of what's coming. Sources close to him claim that he's been making efforts behind the scenes, even reaching out to warn 50 to leave his name out of the project. But let's be real, if anything, that likely just made 50 more determined. If you know anything about him, you know that he thrives on proving a point. The more someone tries to silence him, the harder he pushes back. So, if Busta's name is truly in this documentary, there's little chance 50 will edit him out. The bigger question is, what is Busta so concerned about? If there's nothing to hide, why not just ignore it and move forward? Let me know your thoughts. Do you believe Busta is actually caught up in this controversy, or is his name just being thrown into the mix? And more importantly, will 50 Cent's documentary shake up the entire industry? Drop your opinions in the comments below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more exclusive updates. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any new uploads.